We wish all the airlines well.
Aye, but look, but and their maintenance records. But
we're just comedians, remember, not very good ones. We're not here. Don't listen to anything we say.
Yeah,
Right, let's go on to Bellew of the Week for episode 566. Rob's here, Dominic, Andy, me, and Steve. We played this earlier, but let's play it again. It is Easter after all. Get the jester eggs out. Here is a nice message for you.
I want to tell everybody, just thank you for coming out, and honestly, happy Easter, everybody, you guys. Jesus was resurrected. I'll be back.
It sounds like me after a sixth of vodka, by the way. I tell you what, I sounded like me after Klitschko against Fury. Poor Rolly, man.
He's class.
Jesus is resurrected. Poor bugger, man.
Oh dear, good old Rolly.
Every time he gets knocked out, he's having a fucking spiritual experience. He's getting closer to seeing the fucking white light each time. It might be time for Rolly to retire,
exactly.
man.
I thought Gervonta had actually made him see the light, but this one's got to make him see it the tenfold now.
All the time we thought that fucking Broner was calling him retardo when he was really saying retire, bro.
Oh, he's class. John Heaton is our first Bellew of the Week nominee. He said George Groves being very subtly inebriated on his Boxing Club podcast, the Dalton Smith review one. There you go. Must have been on the old gold label, Andy, before recording the podcast. Never heard the likes of this.
That's a good whiskey you picked out there, Stephen. That's really good. No, I tell you what, actually, see, since COVID, obviously with kind of working arrangements have all changed. And that I didn't listen to that many podcasts these days.
No.
So I maybe need to start asking you guys that what ones that I listen to, because other ones that I did used to are stopped. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, I'm the same actually. Whenever the Rona come along, you think you have all this time on your hands, and because you're not going back and forward to work and stuff, I stopped listening to it.
I mean, I could easily do about 6 a week, because obviously I was in the offices, I was out doing some stuff. I was doing travelling, 40 minutes here, an hour there, that type of thing, and that you're always getting something filled in at that time,
Mm-hmm.
Just haven't got that same time anymore,
Exactly.
I don't think anyone should be drinking on fucking podcasts and talking boxing and being taken seriously anyway. I think that's what I'm all against that.
Well said, Rob. Well said. Mike Goodall was tweeting out, identical spin test stolen early hours of the morning from hotel car park, Canning Town area, London. Contains half a boxing ring for Sunday night Sky Boxing Show. Reward or return, please retweet. And Buffer jumped in here, Andy. He says, hopefully this is found soon. So sorry, Mike. And then he went on to say, you're the best in the business, Mike. I hope the rat bastards that nicked the van get caught and receive the max penalty for it. Stay well, and I'll see you soon at Ringside, my brother.
The max penalty for it. The max penalty, I can tell you right now, is going to be absolutely fucking not even worth the bother of getting arrested, man.
The worst thing about that is that he actually said it like that. You're the best in the business, Mike. I hope there are rat bastards that got this and get this. They receive the max penalty for it.
Seriously, though. See Buffer. Sorry to go off the topic here. I will get back to it. Yeah. See Buffer. I actually thought he was done for good, because I hadn't seen him for months. And next minute appears in Saudi, and now he's appeared on Twitter now calling people rat bastards. So
he looks a bit like Vince McMahon, doesn't he? Not a good comparison these days. Like,
well, I mean, you don't really want to be getting good down that road, mate. Go back to Mike Goodall.
I don't think he controls that account. Is that
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Vince McMahon.
Steve McMahon.
Maybe Eddie or maybe the missus or whatever. On that, but
yeah, someone else is running that. I think Dominic's right. Actually.
I just can't see Buffer even typing the words "rat bastards." I just can't.
just going back to the original tweet though. See, Goodall. See when that hit the WhatsApp airwaves, it was funny because the first thing people mentioned was, can you imagine the rage that Mike would be going through at the minute and that. And then obviously the stories start piping up about Mike mentioning, like, obviously when the riots kick off at Ringside, he's fucking raging. He's got the microphone out. Sit down! You're embarrassing your families.
And the national anthems. He hates the national anthem booing, doesn't he? Respect!
Nobody's giving a shit. Fucking you've got big Joe Blogs coked out. He's not fucking 6'5" from a fucking banner there. Someone's he'd try to get to someone else. He's not giving a fucking bit of respect for the family code. He's just wanting to get to the poor fucker.
Did anyone see the one of the nutters put a wee picture of Spotty Frank Smith on the front seat with his head? I sent it to Rob. I sent it.
Oh, I must have missed that one, Dominic.
You must have said Rob's. If Rob's listening, I'll send it to Rob. It's just a big picture of Spotty Frank in the front seat, popping his head out the window.
I seen it, but like I can't put it on screen by telepathy. But it was that's the same.
Yeah,
It's the same as what he said.
Wardley dropped Clark apparently.
Oh,
Woofed.
on behind then, he's got a bloody nose on my version.
Why are you turning around?
Yeah.
Should go and watch this, maybe.
Yeah.
Who was favoured for this one? Was it no Wardley?
Phrase, big phrase.
Big phrase, yeah. Yeah, I fancy phrase was what I can see so far. Clearly not. He hasn't been dropped. He's doing all right.
Big knockdown or no?
No. Joe Kennedy has nominated Ohara Davis. Having Bitcoin is better than having property.
Yeah, go sleep in your Bitcoin.
Ryan is back, offering free boob jobs, Brazilian butt lifts for women. Click to read more. Here we are. He says, no weird stuff. Just out here supporting. No disrespect either. I respect all women. I love and support all women in the world. I'm just getting a lot of requests in my DMs, so I decided to go full support mode. Who with me? Ryan Garcia for president.
Nah.
Yes.
I'm not one of the foster tit supporters, man. Fuck that shit.
I like that he's entertaining his status though. You know what I mean? Help some of these birds out that are clearly in his DMs.
I mean,
he's done a
you imagine
podcast
if
with
he
Alex
pulls
Jones as well, by the way. Brian Garcia. He's done
No.
a fucking
No,
yeah.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what he's going to be like if he pulls this off somehow? If he somehow pulls this off, can you imagine what it's going to be like? He will
Man, it'd be the biggest thing in the world.
He'll be balls out every night, man.
Be the best thing for the sport if Ryan Garcia goes in and left hooks Devin Haney out of the fucking ring in the first round, absolutely destroys him. It'd be the best thing for the sport. Won't happen like but still.
I haven't.
Go ahead, Steve.
I was just going to say I haven't been following too much of it, but someone informed me, apparently Dominic, that Ryan was on Instagram or Snapchat or something doing a live, and he was talking about being abducted and being sold into sexual slavery while having a dog filter over his face.
What was he in Russia or something like that? That time?
Well, you took the words out. I saw someone sent me actually a live of him. What's what the people that generation do? Like they're doing a live, they're driving the car, and they're doing a live, and there's a split screen, so he's on one screen, and there's some wee girl on the other one. She's driving her own car, and they're talking to each other, and they do these wee cliches back and forth, and then they just both sign off with. She just says to him, "Jesus is great. Jesus is great." And then he repeats it back there. They're just weird.
He should do that with Rolly, shouldn't he? Jesus is great. Yeah, Jesus.
Can you imagine them? Can you imagine them two fighting? Rolly and Ram.
Rolly's going to sound like Terry Norris in about 2 years' time.
Oh dear, man.
Listen, I don't know if folk are way behind here, but there's people like saying like Wardley's dropped Clark, so I don't know if like
he's dropped him on mine. He caught him in the end of the fifth. And
I don't know if this is a second time, but folk must be like way behind on others people in the chat here. Eh?
I'm 2 minutes 10 into the sixth, and he has dropped him once at least. His nose is bleeding, Wardley, but he's coming on.
Oh, about a 12-rounder, eh? If it's a British title.
12-rounder, yeah, 12-rounder. Here we are. Kate Abdo's boyfriend threatens Jamie Carragher after lack of loyalty joke.
Here for that content, like
that was awkward as fuck, wasn't it? That was the most awkward shit. He was like, "What? That's a Malik, you know?" And everyone was like, "Henri's there looking all shifty in the corner."
They've clearly never seen Malik Scott fight.
No, they saw his OnlyFans, so they're fucking terrified.
If anybody's listening on behalf of Jamie Carragher, just tell him to watch the Wilder fight. Just tap him to the temple, and he'll drop like a sack of shit. It'll be easy, mate. Easy. And plus, I think Carragher trains with the Smith brothers and that, so he's easy work. His
box rec is not the best, but his resume is up there. Put it that way.
Those Kate Abdos, by the way. She's breaking pound for pound lists in terms of resume, like.
She didn't Macklin as well. She clearly has great taste.
Malik's raging, said he might have to let his hands go. Well, it's about time. ATOC has sent this one in. Jay Camparo is challenging for the IBF minimum weight title tomorrow. Has a WBO tattoo after winning the WBO Asia Pacific title last year. He got this baby done.
It's a nice subtle little number. You'd hardly see it, would you?
Who was he fighting? Is that Chinjiro?
I'm not sure. It was in Japanese card. That was on
the
Jerusalem card, was it?
Melbourne, Jerusalem. I think he won, but if that's that Jinjiro, I think the Japanese boy won the fight by knockout.
Oh,
he looks like he might have been the favourite there from that square off.
It was that Mini Tyson there, eh?
The wee man's gonna have to get the cheese grater out, I think, and get rid of that. I'm gonna fuck you up. Mystery man interrupts Ben Whittaker's press conference to call him out. Did anyone see this?
Who's this? Who's the mystery man?
Rob Tebbett tweeted out it was some Nigerian cruiserweight based in London.
Okay, the guy with the black t-shirt then.
Yeah. He was kicking off saying he wanted the fight and all. He looked like a unit. He's 12-0, I think, with 10 knockouts. Can't remember his name. Yeah, we wish him well.
He must have just had a bowl of vodka for his lunch and then steamed over there for a...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. There he is. He's gone from the okra.
Should try and contact that guy again.
Yes, the okra. I'll have you know.
Oh, have you? Is it nice?
I can't really remember. It was about 5 years ago. I was living in Dublin at a Nigerian flatmate, and she's one of these born again Pentecostalist Christians, and she used to like speak in tongues. The walls were really thin, so you could sort of hear, belting out these flipping. Never heard anything like it. It was she was called Fola Ola.
Show her Amiobi. Oh dear me. There you are. There's a yarn for you. Boxingscene.com. Rolando Romero wants to fight Terence Crawford at 147 if he gets beyond ESAT Cruz.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Crawford might rewire him.
You know something? It would be fantastic if the modern era fighters was like Basilio and Robinson back in the day, where they were fighting every month, and he's Romero's getting used like a fucking used porn rag, just getting passed around about the jail cells now, getting just twatted about. Oh, what?
Every time I fall for it, like every time he does a fucking Showtime build up, I think this is Raleigh's time. Here's Raleigh's fucking moment. He's gonna, and then look at him like he's seen
about 4 losses by now.
We've been saying for long enough.
For me too, and that's what's wrong with me. I've seen him. I've seen how bad he is. Like, and he talks his way back in.
Rob, he's been resurrected.
Oh my God! You see him? He looked like in the first round. He looked like he was trying to run out of the ring.
By the way, can we just be thankful he never tried to say the Messiah by the way in that state.
He looks like one of these fellas that turns up a sparring and doesn't want to get hit in the face. And then when they get hit in the face, they want to look for the ring. We'll get out of here. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. He was, man. He was like Bambi.
You hear the wee grunt he lets out just as he's letting the punch go. It's like a wee sort of someone was saying.
I'll never forget.
It's like a pride Monica Seles.
Was that when she was stabbed in the shoulder blades?
yeah, that's what he looked like after round 8.
Big Freeze had a pointed up to him.
Yeah. Low blow.
Fall apart.
See, one of the best things in Romero's career that I ever saw was like when he got knocked out off Gervonta Davis. See when you see it in slow motion when he gets hit with the last shot. I guess a sweeping cross he gets hit with, and you see it in slow motion. It's like his eyes goes away into the arena. He's just literally just falling into the ropes. Nothing can stop him. Did
you see the meme, Andy, of him like leaning through the ropes, and it says when you're trying to get the iPhone charger in behind the headboard.
Oh my God.
He is class, like.
Let's see more of him. See him back. Let's see the rematch.
Let's hear more from him, Rob.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to be hearing too much more from him, to be honest with you.
Oh dear. Right, final one, Andy. You said this to me earlier. This is the Turvel Bulo.
Clark's got a point.
The other Rolly. Here we go.
I hope he's alright, man, because if he fucking cameras can weigh a fair weight, by the way.
Oh, stop, man. Imagine he broke that camera. Go fucking explain that to the boss. Stand on the ring apron, man. It wasn't my fault.
I've seen at shows before, they have a fella standing behind, don't they? Sort of with the hand on the back and all to stop that from happening. But clearly Bulgaria have different standards.
But they've usually got a box here. There's not even like standing outside the ring. They've got a kind of box. And they can actually step back on it. But
Yeah, I'm going to have to play that again. Let's
play that again.
You call it backwards headbutt. It's like a backward headbutt of the.
Dan Sherry, Chris Ubank.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my god.
Right, those are all the ones I've got, Andy. What have you got to throw into the cauldron this week?
Anybody catch Oscar? I can't remember if it was on Twitter or Instagram. Him and Hopkins after the knockout of Raleigh, man.
Oh,
Oscar
yeah, should have cut that.
Was absolutely rolling about pissing himself, man.
Yeah, you know why that is though? Because
I know, but
in the build up to it, fucking in the build up to it, Oscar did a fucking interview with one of these YouTubers, Fight Hyper, one of them, like, and he's breaking down the style. So he's doing an impression of Cruz. And then he's doing an impression of Raleigh's style, and he's kind of laughing. He's like, Raleigh's got his head up in the air, guys. Like, oh. He's like, fucking. So they showed it to Raleigh, and Raleigh was like, well, I have an impression of me of Oscar fighting, and he pulled out his iPhone, and it's a video of him pretending to sniff a line. So say Oscar was fucking putting an extra one down last night in honor of the knockout, like, because he had the last laugh, didn't he?
Don't let it throw Errol Spence in this, because he's like all of a sudden that eye injury is like all of a sudden like mysteriously like healed up.
It's a clone, is it the real Errol Spence? That's what you have to ask yourself.
The thing is, right? So we had the eye injury, right? So that postponed the rematch. Crawford still without an opponent, yet he appears last night, and next minute he's challenging Fundora. Crawford's still waiting for an opponent. So I want to throw Spence in there just for that kind of.
He's a state, man.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? This just shows you the state of the game. He gets fucking obliterated in the last fight, right? Got eye issues, right? Got more than that, actually. But end of the day, gets to the rematch postponed with Crawford on the back of that eye issue, right? Comes back, ready to fight again. Great. Fucking fight Crawford. Nah, not having that, dude. Oscar, as we mentioned, Jordan Plant. I think that's Khalid Plant's missus who was doing the interviews last night. I liked her actually last night. She was on Raleigh's ass for.
She was great interviewing Raleigh, wasn't she?
For the comments that he made. Nah, he took a lot of shots, more than we expected.
Yeah, that was great. He's like, take more shots than you thought.
Anyway, congratulations, Rolly Romero. You are the Bellew of the Week winner for episode 566.